Well, hello, folks. I know we normally come to you from the Canoe. The weather's a little bit inclement, but we'd like to come to you and tell you a little bit about a product that we've been using, which we think you could benefit immensely from. It's called HGH Gel. I'm going to let Cindy tell you a little bit more about it. Go ahead, sweetheart. Let the people know.
I'm really nervous because I never did a commercial before. It's kind of like a commercial. So in a way, it's kind of like being in the canoe because we have our, our greenery and our wildlife here, and I do have my bathing suit on. But we wanted to tell you a little bit about HGH Gel. We've been using it now for 7 weeks. We'll be starting our 8th week tomorrow. Some of the benefits that we've seen are better, more restful sleep, more energy, increased libido.
Oh, really?
I see you smiling back there behind the camera,
It's
Scott.
absolutely true.
That's pretty funny. Scott has actually had an improvement in his vision. He just went and has had his eyes checked last week, and he has a lesser prescription for his far vision, which is a wonderful thing. We're both seeing a nicer skin tone.
How about some improved muscle tone?
Improved muscle
see some of
tone.
that.
Well,
Let me see some
I
of
mean,
that
we've
muscle
been working.
Yeah, we've
We've been working on that anyway, but I do have to say that the gel helps with our recovery time after working out.
That's true.
We're not as sore, and we're not sore for as long as before when we were working out. So we haven't changed anything, and the nice thing about using the gel, several nice things about using the gel. Number one, it's homeopathic, which means it's a microdose. It's a very low dose. You apply it topically, which means you apply it to your skin, so there's no injections. Since it's homeopathic, what it does is it revs up your own system, your own pituitary gland, to start producing HGH. What do you need HGH for? Well, HGH stands for human growth hormone, and even though you're an adult and you're not growing anymore, HGH controls the reproduction of your cells, how fast they reproduce and how fast they turn over, which is part of the aging process. As we get older, our cells slow down. They don't reproduce as often. They don't reproduce as well, and so everything slows down and everything kind of dries up from the inside out, and that's aging. So with an increase in HGH, and this is not a huge dose. This is not something that's going to knock you off of any kind of charts. This is not something that's unnatural. This is something that your body may be making. Now, actually, after the age of 50, you pretty much produce zero HGH hormone.
And let's not forget to mention that you're just about to turn 58.
Yes, exactly. On Wednesday is my birthday. I'll be 58. So
You haven't shrunk a bit. Let me see you stretch up there. Let me see you stretch. Look at that. I can't even get your arms in the shot. Okay, go ahead.
You're getting me off track, Huddy. You're getting me off track here. So this is not something that is considered a steroid or considered any kind of a performance enhancing drug. This is not a drug. This is something that your body makes on its own already. This is a bioidentical form of it. So in other words, they have reproduced this chemically, just like people who do hormone replacement therapy. It's the same kind of thing. This is bioidentical. Your body understands what this is. Your body understands what to do with it. And this is not something that's gonna cause a lot of side effects. This is not something that you can not use while you're using other medicines.
Tell the people how can they get it. How can they find out more about it?
How you can find out more about it is go to www.getonthegel.com. There will be a short, between 2 and 3 minute long movie that'll tell you a little more about it. And then if you're interested, you can send Scott or I an email. That's a little more effective than Messenger. So, or you can message him on Instagram and let him know that you're interested. We can add you to some testimonial groups on Facebook where you can see the benefits that other people are experiencing.
They have to go to Scott and Cindy Do It.
Right.
On Instagram.
Oh, Scott and Cindy Do It. Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot what your Instagram. I forgot that we're making YouTube video.
Yes.
So Scott and Cindy Do It on Instagram, or Better You with Scott and Cindy on Facebook. But you can message Scott and we can tell you more about it, and we can set you up with a link so that you can buy it and try it. Now, one thing that I do want to give a little caveat here is this is not something that is an instant fountain of youth where you're going to put it on and then it's going to be like, oh, hallelujah, I lost 5 pounds and everything is, I have more energy and everything. You'll start to see benefits depending on your health condition, anywhere from a week to a month in. But the best amount of time to try it is for at least 90 days. Anything homeopathic, you want to give it at least a 90-day trial. So that gives your body enough time to kick in and start producing its own HGH again.
Well, it's certainly working for us, and it's certainly working for you.
It is working for us, and it's working for a lot of people. I've seen, as you know, I have no trouble with hair growth. I have enough hair for 3 people.
Turn around and let people see the back of your suit.
But
now look at you. Flex those arms. Let's take a look at that muscle tone. Look at what you're achieving here at 58 years old. Okay.
But
nice.
But a lot of people are seeing hair regrowth in places where their hairline is receding. They've seen hair regrowth, regrowth of the eyelashes, the outer third of the eyebrows, the nails, improved skin tone and elasticity. Some of the things that we're sure to see a little bit later on because we haven't been on it for very long. But depending on what's going on with you, what kind of health issues you might have, or what kind of struggles that you might have, this is going to help you in different kinds of ways. It's really is worth a try because people have been using human growth hormone as an injectable for many years, and that has some downsides. Number one, it's very expensive. And number two, it can cause you to retain water and be kind of bloated.
Speaking of which, what is the average cost of doing this?
Well, it's going to cost you, the first month it's going to cost you about $150, and then after that it's going to cost you $150 every 2 months.
Well, wouldn't that be worth it to get your youthful vigor back?
Well, yeah, of course.
Skin tone, muscle tone.
Some of you also might have heard of a product called Vital, which is a human growth hormone that's taken orally. But one thing that you do need to know is that the human growth hormone that goes through your digestive system is mostly broken up, and you don't get a lot of use out of that when you take it orally, unless you're taking it just under the tongue. But in a capsule, when it goes down into your stomach, it gets in your digestive acids. It's just going to be eaten up and not used by your body. It's not the same as
like you do, honey.
It's not the same as a topical application. So I'm done with my commercial. It's kind of long for a commercial, I think.
Well,
they wouldn't put it on TV except for millions of dollars. But if you're interested, go to Scott's Instagram, Scott and Cindy Do It, and send him a message. And we'll talk with you about how you would want it if you want to order some. This is also a really good business opportunity. This is a new company. There's only one company that's doing this. So for at least 2 to 3 years, they'll be the only company that's doing this. And last month they had $10 million in sales for the company because this thing is just exploding.
It's
because
taking off and it's working.
Well, yeah, and you know, really anybody that's over the age of 25, which is basically when your pituitary gland starts shutting down your HGH production, anybody over the age of 25 can benefit from this, certainly.
Well, we'll see the folks later, and hopefully they'll tune in.